Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be talking to you all about what happens when you enter a vet surgery. So whether you're just going in to ask about food, flea treatment, vaccinations, something like that, or you've got an appointment to get your dog and cat checked up, or you've got your dog and cat booked in to have a surgery or unfortunately euthanasia. So basically, once you step into a vet surgery, all vet surgeries are quite different. There'll be like a waiting room or reception room. I don't know what people call it these days. And generally there'll be like a receptionist there and you go up and talk to them and say blah, 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 whatever you want to talk to them about, I guess you could say. Where I worked, we had a reception area. Someone was generally always out the front in case people came in and wanted to ask questions and stuff like that. Or if they came in for an appointment. We generally had different types of food on the shelves in one section: flea treatment, tick treatment, collars, leads, things like that. The vet I worked for, the first vet I worked for, didn't really go into any sort of designer dog and cat clothes or anything like that, or any like accessories and stuff like that, other than collars and leads and stuff like that. That's basically all we had. It wasn't anything like a fancy type of vet surgery, I guess you could say. These days, a lot of vet surgeries go into like clothes and toys and stuff like that. But yeah, as I said, we didn't do that. So every vet surgery that you go into is going to be completely different. And the people that, you come across are going to be completely different as well. So basically, yeah, so say if you just want to go in and inquire about where to get a dog and cat, generally they should have information or pamphlets or something like that that they can give you and talk to you about. The main sources over here in Australia are dog and cat breeders, pet shops, which I don't particularly like, and I've been into detail about that in one of my videos, or the RSPCA in your local city, which is probably the cheapest way to get a dog and cat, depending on the type of breed and stuff like that. I'm going to leave it there. I need to go get a drink and I'll come back and continue with this video. Hi guys, sorry about that. I just felt as though I was out of breath and my voice is getting croaky as well from talking too much. But yeah, so basically when you go in for just a general checkup, the vet will give your dog and cat a physical examination, check their heartbeat, check their nails, ears, eyes, possibly weigh your dog and cat as well, just to make sure that they're not overweight or underweight. They may ask you what sort of flea treatment, worming, food you're feeding your dog and cat, and then they may sort of give you suggestions as to what you should be, I guess, giving them, and what sort of, flea treatment, worming and stuff that they would recommend, just in case you're thinking, oh, okay, well, maybe I'll give that a go as well because this doesn't seem to be working. But if you have any questions or queries about anything, it's always best to ask them because obviously they're the ones that are knowledgeable about, this sort of stuff. With surgeries, I've sort of been through this in my videos. We generally used to tell people not to feed your dog and cat the day of the surgery, and they pretty much come out of it, straight away. So, if your dog and cat does have to have any sort of surgery, your basic ones are like ear cleaning, teeth cleaning, desexing, etc., etc. They're sort of nothing really to worry about, but there are risks that the dog or cat can possibly die from it. So just keep that in the back of your mind. I don't think anything happened like that where I was in the vet surgery. I worked for a couple of vets in the same surgery. I can't remember any dog or cat dying, so that's probably a good sign, fingers crossed. But just to let you know that there is that risk and stuff like that. So I don't actually know what type of anesthetic we used, but what would generally happen in the surgery is the vet nurses would get everything prepared, like the instruments, set up the operating table and stuff like that, and the anesthetic machine and all of that. And then basically the vet would come in and do what he had to do, basically. So like the desexing and stuff like that. Just trying to think if there's anything else. So basically a vet nurse, if you're qualified, you would pretty much monitor the anesthetic. There may be like another vet nurse helping the vet out at some stage during the surgery. We generally just had one vet and one vet nurse on the surgery at each time, and then the other person would probably be monitoring the phone, and you know, customers are coming in out the front. So but yeah, I can't remember what anesthetic we used to use, but yeah, it's similar to us. Like if we go to hospital, you know, they put that mask on, they put the mask on the dog and the cat. And yeah, just as I said, the vet nurses have to monitor the anesthetic machine and all that sort of stuff. So make sure they're still breathing and alive and stuff like that. So yeah, it was quite interesting working in a vet surgery and sort of learning all that sort of stuff. And yeah, so yeah, look, I don't think there's anything else I had to really tell you about surgeries and stuff like that. All I say is ask questions if you've got any queries. Just talk to your vet nurse and see what they say. If you have to bring your dog and cat in to get euthanized, the dog and cat don't get put on like any anesthetic machine or anything, or any anesthetic or anything like that. Basically what happens is the vet's there. You've got a vet nurse there because the vet nurse has to hold the vein where the needle goes in, and it basically just goes into the paw, generally I think one of the front paws of the dog and cat, and yeah, pretty much the vet just puts the needle in and they're pretty much gone within like seconds, I think you could say. But what we used to do is if the owners wanted to stay with the dog while it happened, we used to let them do it. And then we would ask them if they wanted to be cremated, or if they wanted to take their dog home, or if they just wanted to leave it with us and we sort of dispose of the body. It's totally up to you what you want to do when that sort of happens. But yeah, that's basically, I guess, I don't know if I've sort of explained what sort of happens in the surgery part, but I guess that's sort of the basics of what would happen if you did take your dog and cat to a vet surgery. If you've never owned a dog and cat before, and that's what you want to go in and experience, I guess you could say. But yeah, each vet surgery is the same. Each vet's different. Each vet nurse is, vet nurses are all different and stuff like that. So, and they have like sort of different procedures, I would assume, from vet surgery to vet surgery. So, oh, I did it. I think I need to go get a fisherman friend, some tea and more water. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I got through this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.